So that is the opening riff for Sequoia Throne. It is a Protest the Hero song. This lesson is obviously going to be a little bit on how to tap. Not the sort of Eddie Van Halen, like old school tapping with the... that stuff's cool, but it's sort of limiting. It's only so far you can really get with that riff. This is a little bit more modern, more metal style. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to walk you through how to do that riff, but it's going to be a bit of a challenge to learn on a computer screen. But I can give you a couple of technique pointers. The most important, for me anyway, is that every time I tap one of these notes, what you can see is that I'm doing is I'm also muting the string above it. Because the worst thing you can do when you're tapping these really fast riffs is you can start to get like open string notes that you don't mean to have as you sort of take your fingers off because you're moving around so fast. So if you play it kind of sloppy, you get all these tones in there. And that's like the last thing you want is to sound sloppy if you're going to do this. If you're going to do it, you better do it right. That's sort of how I feel about it. So anyway, the riff sounds like this. It's all based around an E power chord right here on your 14th fret. Then you got your 16th fret and your 17th fret. The only notes we're going to add to that for at least the beginning of this riff is the 7th, which is right here on your 15th fret of your B string, and your 4th, which is the 17th fret of your G string. So to start off, you're just going to walk that power chord. Start with the root note with your left hand. With your middle finger, get the octave, and then hit that 5th, which is part of that power chord, obviously, with your right hand. So, and then for the next thing is you move your index finger of your left hand up to that 7th, excuse me, and do the same pattern with your right hand. So the next part of it is going to be, I think it's pretty easy. You kind of have to keep your left hand right where it is on that 7th fret, and every other note is just going to be that note, and your left hand doesn't move at all. Your right hand, however, is going to play the 4th, then go back to the 5th, and back to the octave. So, if you can't see that, that's the 17th fret of the E, the 16th fret of the G, and the 17th fret of the B. So, the whole thing is... Sorry, one more time. So that riff right there is the basis of both the first part and the second part of this whole riff. The ending is different, however. The first time the ending, you start by hammering your 12th fret of your G string, so it's a G. Hammer the 5th fret with your right hand. Slide your left finger up to the 14th fret of your B string, and hammer that octave one more time. So the whole thing is... One more time. And then the second time, let's see where I was going. Okay, so from this part of your riff, on the second time you do it, so from here, you're gonna do one of these. So it's 15th fret of your E, hammer your 17th fret, back to your 15th fret, back to the 17th fret of your B, that's the octave, and back to that 15th fret of your E. So the whole thing is. Got those strings ringing. Okay, so if this is helpful, great. If it's not, sorry. And if you want to learn more about how to do this kind of playing, call me up for some lessons. All right, take it easy.